that work under you, right?
Sure.
Who are more reliable when you have an employee?
Who's more reliable?
Men or women?
It depends on the person.
Nah,
women.
see, everything
Women.
she says depends. No. So really, who calls off more?
Who calls off more?
Who's more reliable?
It depends. Is he an alcoholic? I've had alcoholic
depends.
men.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
listen,
Like
listen,
literally,
listen.
I've had to go to their
So
house
look,
and
right,
pick them
men
up.
are much more likely to have to pay the bills, so they're going to go to work, rain, sleet, or snow. Women can get in their feelings and I need a day off. Women can get sick. Women have monthly cycles that bother them that they have to take time off.
That's
so we're
all
not.
an assumption.
So, but it's not an assumption. This is actual
Where
real
do you
life.
think the term glass ceiling came from? Where did that glass ceiling? The glass ceiling came from the fact that people thought that men had to provide completely for their families, take their paycheck, versus the woman was just doing the job because she extra income. And that's why we have a smaller rate of how much we get paid for the same job, depending on what the job is. Now, let alone physical labor.
So back to my point. Hold on, because we kind of spent off of it. Men work much more. Women take more time off, right? So now if me and you start the same job on the same day, right? But you leave and you leave for 9 months to have a child, right? I work continuously.
She doesn't leave.
We don't
Listen,
leave
listen,
for
listen,
nine months.
listen.
Yeah, but yeah,
Listen, how long is
Let's
the
debunk
maternity
that.
leave?
Let's
Most
debunk
places
that.
don't have
6
mandatory
weeks.
maternity. It's 6
listen,
weeks.
weeks.
Other
we're not-
places do
That's
3,
it.
and
I'm
Bank
not
of
talking
America,
about the
for
one-offs.
example,
I know
did
my
6
wife took
months.
off like 3, 4, 5, however long.
Yeah,
she
I
do
took.
would-
FMLA.
What I'm
though.
saying
Yeah,
is,
and so
even
can men.
still,
Yeah, and
when
that's
you
maternity
take
leave.
off that much time and I continuously work, I'm not saying that we are together. I'm saying if me and you get hired at the same job on the same day, you get pregnant, you gone for however long, right?
Sure.
I'm continuously working. I'm building up. I have more work experience. Then you come back a year or two later, you want to know why I make more and why I'm the boss now. Because you weren't here.
That's
and that
assuming that all women have
yeah,
that's all
children,
based
though.
off
Not all women
assumption
have
and-
children.
Listen,
That's completely.
I'm
the
saying
statistics not making any sense
see,
there.
That's
we're not talking
okay.
about all. We're saying the majority.
No,
Let's
it's not
not
the
pick-
majority.
You're
Yes,
speaking
we
in
can.
superlatives.
And it's-
No, you
cannot.
can't.
That's
You have to
not-
talk about
back that up with
specific
facts.
groups.
No, you
And back
cannot.
it-
Pull
yes,
them.
you can.
Pull the facts because also
Because-
too facts depend on where you get them
Yeah,
from.
and
Who
let's-
did the research? Because we both studied political science.
And
Your
human
facts are only as
resources.
good as your resources.
So you mean to tell me right now that the fact, how many women do you think in the United States make more than $100,000 a year?
It depends. I don't know.
God.
I don't even know how many population there is in
How about
America,
this?
so I couldn't
Listen.
tell you.
Did you know that
specifically.
men have maternity leave too?
Yeah.
When
But
your
it's
wife
nowhere.
has a baby,
It's nowhere.
you can-
Listen,
but
it's
just
nowhere
because you
close
don't
to that.
exercise your
Look.
right to take that
There you go.
leave does not mean that you
And I
are
know plenty
Listen,
of men
listen.
who
I
have.
took the lead.
Listen,
Thank you.
But
Thank you. And she
hold
needed
on.
a break. Some women want to go back to
listen,
work.
is it unpaid though?
Yeah, you can take FMLA.
No, it's
It was
Is it
unpaid.
un- no,
It was
it-
unpaid.
it's
It's
un-
you need a
it's-
different company.
You can take a
listen.
mental health day if you wanted to.
Look.
There are
Yeah, you
so many
could.
rights
Listen.
that protect you, and just because
Listen.
you guys don't,
That
does
is not
mean you
true.
can persecute
Listen,
us.
Well, and
listen,
also, too-
listen, hold on, listen. That is not true, especially depending on what companies you work for. If your company does not have more than 150 employees, then those laws don't even apply.
Sure.
Right? So that don't even matter. What I'm telling you is, a man, you can try and take that time off if you want, then your family is not eating at all. You get what I'm saying? Because that's unpaid time and you don't get a fraction of what the woman gets.
You don't think
But
a
that's
woman's
not the
family's
point.
not
But
eating
listen,
if she's
but
taking
that's
time off?
besides, but listen, y'all moving the goalposts. That has nothing to do with
Can we say we're assuming that he's sitting there
y'all
paying
moving the
for it and hasn't
goalposts. That
left
has
over
nothing to
either?
do with the point that I was making. The point that I was making is the fact that when those things come up and we both start off in the same job, you have to remember that you're taking time off that I am not. It's not about if I can. I'm not even a guy that had the baby. It's the woman that started with me having a baby. That has nothing to do with me and what her husband can do. I'm saying if me and you are at the same job, the same employer, we start the same day, and I outwork you because I'm there every day. I'm not late. I'm not worried about my feelings. I'm not cramping. I'm not doing this, that, and the other.
But
And
you
I
know
don't
who's
need.
better than
And I
you?
don't need a mental
You
health
want to
day.
know who's better than you?
I don't
But that-
listen.
an
I don't need a
immigrant
mental
is better
health
than
day
you.
because I know I have to work.
But
I don't
that's
have
you.
to worry about
Now
my
you're just
You're
personal
competing.
life.
talking.
competing
You're
in the
talking in
workplace.
specifics, and you're saying
Yeah.
me and this exact person who have the same experience and the same education and the same skills and capabilities. Now she had a baby. Of course, I'm making more money. Well, yeah, I agree with that as
And
well.
that's
But
the-
I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about men and women not having babies or not, because you're a father now and a husband, so you're looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
If you look at it from an unmarried single man's perspective, he's not coming to work.